Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome to episode 6 on my Arsenal FIFA 13 career mode. Today we have got 4 games in an episode, which you probably noticed the length of the video is a bit longer. So mostly I'm showing goals, I might show a bit of highlights here and there, and I thought this is the best way to do it with FIFA 14 a month or so away. Well, I'll say a month because that's when the demo is out, and that's when I'm going to start doing actually FIFA 14 content. I'm going to do heaps of FIFA 14 on the demo, whether it be just playing the matches and also showing you some players that's going to be good in the game, whatever teams are going to be in the demo. I'll show you some teams or some players from teams that are doing good. Mostly people want to know from Ultimate Team. Maybe some players that I think will be a bargain early, but I think they're a very good player. So you can get them cheap early, or to get them cheap for a good player early, or to get them cheap to make profit on them later. I've got a few players. I might do some videos on that as well in the next week or so. Like some good players I might think that would be good in FIFA 14 in Ultimate Team and a bit cheap for profits and that. But for now, opening goal here by Southampton, my old career mode team. I actually did pretty well with them, winning the FA Cup. The league position wasn't great, 14th I believe, but we still won the FA Cup, so a major competition there, so I was happy with that. And here, one of my better players, Garson Ramirez, he almost scored a goal there, and in this match actually, I just could not play the way I wanted to. It was just, I don't know, sometimes leave in your comments if you have matches like that. Even if you're one of the better teams in the league, like I am with Arsenal, do you have games where things aren't just going right for you and the opposition is just creating so many chances, even though they don't score heaps? Like in this match you see here, only one goal and doesn't really look like we're going to score ourselves. Do you have matches like that where you're the better team, but you really can't seem to create the chances, and you have to really defend a lot? They keep the ball well, as you see right here. And I noticed that with passing teams in their custom tactic, like teams like Swansea, Liverpool in one of the previous matches, they did well against us, scoring a few goals. And yes, really teams like Swansea especially, they're really surprising ones for a team you expect to win against, and they actually play really good in the game. Because you get frustrated when you can't win the ball back, at least that's the way I see it. And again, there, Jovino, I'm always in two minds to keep dribbling or take the shot on. And yeah, I'm not sure. I suppose it's the confidence in myself as well. I got to know what I want to do, and yeah, it's a mix of the game and mix of how I'm playing as well. I'm not going to just say it's scripting or anything like that. It does result how you play as well a bit, but also a bit of how the game plays itself. But anyway, it was a very disappointing match. We did actually have 6 shots on target there, but there wasn't really anything of note showing. It was just what I remember from the match. I didn't play really good, so I don't think there was any good highlights to show in that match. I didn't like that match. It was just really a boring 1-0. So yeah, leave your comments if you have those matches. Just those 1-0 victories, or 1-0 losses, I should say. 1-0 victories for the team you actually play against. And yeah, they're just really frustrating matches, and sometimes it just can't happen. But with that, you just got to move on to the next match. But Jovino, you saw he had that dribble. He was still doing good. He's been one of the key players for us, but I've had him coming off the bench. He only one player in our youth squad right now, so nothing really to get too excited about. But we've got a Polish scout. I'm not going to attempt to say his name. I can try and say it like when I'm not doing a live commentary. But doing commentary, I have to think too much what I'm going to say, and I like trying to say his name in my head first before I actually say it, so that's pretty impossible to say. But anyway, we'll move into the next match against Hull City away. Again, these away matches coming up against us, against Hull City, the Tigers, as they're now known. So now we'll see, when I get a bad result, especially in an episode, I want to really show a match where I get a win. I don't want to, because people think you're bad at the game, obviously, if you get a loss. Imagine if you lost this match. But yeah, when I do a loss, when I have a loss in one of my episodes, and look at that formation right there, that's the kind of formation you'll see from an Italian team with 3 at the back, but it looks a very interesting formation. And yeah, that's something I'm going to look to do with my Barcelona FIFA 14 career mode. do some. I want to be more involved with tactics and stuff, and not just be playing the matches like I am now. Be more involved with it, because I noticed career mode is not as popular as Ultimate Team. You're probably going to see a little bit more Ultimate Team content, because that's what I have to go with my channel to make it a bit. If I want to be more successful, so that's what I have to go with. But for now, we have an early, or no, we don't. We have 45th minute chance right here. Yeah, this match there wasn't again. It was a match where there wasn't so many chances. You saw the formation. It's a pretty defensive one in defense when you have three at the back, but then those midfielders pushing. And it was pretty bad defending there. And yeah, another 45-minute goals, but it wasn't amazing defending by me. And when you play against these lower teams, I kind of just expect to win, so I don't try as hard as I would. Say if I was playing against a Man United, a Chelsea, a Man City, against those teams, I'll really try. I'll focus on defending heaps more. But when I'm playing against a lower rated team, I don't focus on defending more. I just focus on trying to score a goal, because I think I can maybe win by a few goals. But then this happens. Fryat, he's in on goal. I thought Okore he couldn't catch up right there. I thought he could with his pace, but what can you do? That is FIFA, and at this time, I'm just coming back from playing Ultimate Team. I was playing Ultimate Team a lot, so I have to like really change my gameplay, because Ultimate Team, it's like more fast pace and all that kind of thing, and you have to change the way and not do through balls all the time, and you really fall into that habit because other people do that, and you really find your way playing similar to them. Unfortunately, that happens. Here, I'm bringing on Nabry on for a run, because I was kind of giving up the match here. It's only Capital One Cup, so I'm not really taking it too seriously. As Gato, or Ghetto, however you say his name, I never heard of him before. But that was actually a very good strike. But again, like I said, I wasn't really focusing on this too hard. That's why I was rotating my more important players. Not every single player, because I'm sure you noticed some key players in there. But a lot of my players that didn't have 100% fitness. As you see, another chance there we had. Again, I just had that thing again. I wasn't really... my chances weren't really, I don't know what the word is, but like, it wasn't fluid, like my play wasn't fluid or anything like that. I wasn't playing how I wanted to, so yeah, I wasn't really happy at this stage, but yeah, I was just saying, my best team wasn't out there, so I wasn't taking too much out of the loss. Capital One Cup is a game where you play some younger players, some players that aren't in your starting lineup currently, because we did have more important matters to attend to against Man City in the league. This was what I wanted to focus on. Where we're facing Mertesacker. Obviously, we sold him. I wanted to exploit the pace. Remember, I said in the first episode or second, I can't really remember, but I said I thought it might be a good idea to sell Mertesacker to Man City, because when we come up against them, I can maybe use Walcott or someone to abuse the pace. I'm not abuse the pace, just utilize it. I don't like using the word abuse, at least when it comes to career mode, which is the more serious mode. You might use it when it comes to Ultimate Team. But yeah, just on that Ultimate Team fact, why I said I am going to do more Ultimate Team within FIFA 14. I'm going to be doing a lot of player reviews. So there won't be any giveaways in FIFA 14. I'm going to keep as much coins as I can. I know at the start I'll have lots of coins. I did last year, but I made the mistake of doing giveaways. Well, not a mistake. Giveaways are good. It's a bit fun for your subscribers and that. But I want to really keep my own coins so I can actually do those player reviews. Because I've noticed they're really... they get... I'm not going to say they get a lot of views, which they do by the few people that do them. A lot of people want to know, especially in-game stats as well. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show the player like how good he is in-game and that, but also his in-game stats, because I know a lot of people want to see that, because you can't see that just in the menus, like when you search for a player or anything. And especially with informs, you don't know unless you buy them in-game. Obviously, normal players, you can search how they are offline, so you have that. But look there, 14th in the league. Here we really need to improve, but early here, well, sort of early in 29th minute, had a shot on target, but here, a very interesting thing to happen. Look at that goal right there by Lauren Koscielny. For me, he was on the outer sort of, not on the outer really. I just wasn't confident with having someone with 68 strength, but he came up and that really showcases his best ability, his jumping. It starts as a 90 in his attributes for jumping, and you really showcase. He just made the leap there and was a very good goal. And you can see here we're definitely playing better, having another chance here. We're just playing more better in attack, and you see there Walcott. Watch on the replay here, just in a slower motion and in closer view. It was really good, just one touch stuff. Look here, he just touches it, and then he finishes nicely with the finesse. He's a classy finisher, and right there, like I said, look there, Walcott. Mertesacker is probably somewhere in the vicinity. I don't know where, but like I said, to use Walcott against Man City, he scored, and my plans came to fruition right there as Barry comes on for James Milner, and we'll make some subs as well. So this is a really good result. And that's what I find. And people probably say you can't beat Southampton, but you can beat Man City. So that's the thing about career mode. It comes with some different results, but that keeps like the interesting. It keeps me interested in playing. Like, I lose against a Southampton, but then I win against a Man City. Some people think it's a bit weird like that, but that happens in real life. Manchester City lost against Southampton, and you get all these mixed results. Bringing on some experienced players now just to hold on to the 2-0 result. They had a chance there, but again, Chesney, he's been a very reliable goalkeeper for me on most occasions. And yeah, of course, he still has that potential to grow. He's still young for a keeper. And here, that could have been offside if the other player got it. But Podolski, and of course, I'll go for the sweaty goal right there. But yeah, I don't like that word, but people are going to call it that, so I thought I might as well call it as well. But I don't like to call it that because Barcelona score, like, they score, at least what I watch from Barcelona, they score similar goals to that. Like, I've seen Barcelona score like exactly like that. That I've at least one goal I've seen like that where they had a player and with the goalkeeper coming up, he just passed across. So they could easily have been Barca goals if it went that way. But obviously, yeah, that's what happens in FIFA, and it kind of ruins the game really. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. We pick up the 3-win here. The 3-0 win, I should say, against Manchester City. And again, it's really up and down results right now. But I suppose you get that at the start of a season. You get up and down results. But we defended well. They only had one shot on target. 6 of them were off target. Again, we defended well. We were forcing the shots off target. And you got to do that in the game. And again, I still want to know what you want to see in the career and stuff. Because for me, with FIFA 13 coming to an end, I don't think people will think this is so interesting as it was, but leave your comments what you want to see the most. Do you find the matches as interesting, or like what do you want to see from it? Like, I did this because people requested it, so I found a team I wanted to like that I enjoy playing with, which is Arsenal. But yeah, I still want to know what people want to see. Like, I enjoy playing the game, but yeah, I'm enjoy playing this right now. So, but once I get to editing it, like, I don't feel like so interested in it. Like, I'm like, yeah, I got to win, but I'm not so excited like after like editing the videos. But when I'm playing, yeah, I'm excited. But because I've been through this stage all before with all my other careers, whether it be Newcastle, Southampton, whatever. It's just very similar. It's not different. That's why I'm going to probably go to Ultimate Team in FIFA 14. I'm going to play Barcelona until I get bored after a few seasons, try and rebuild them as well after some older players get to start to decrease in their attributes, try and make some good signings, show some people some future potential players, and do a lot of FIFA Ultimate Team content. So I do want to do a lot, so hopefully you will appreciate that. But here in this match, Cornelius, the young striker Andreas Cornelius, finishes in the 6 minutes. It was a very good finish. I bring my goalkeeper up. Doing that actually works on most occasions because I bring him up, then I knew he was going to go back when I let go of the Y button. If you see in the replay here, I thought he was able to save that. If you see, I went up there, but then I went back. I thought he was in a good position to save it, positioning him well, but it wasn't to be the case. But it wasn't too of a worry because here Santi Cazorla on the attack. Giroud, this is what I really want to enforce with Arsenal, just that passing around the box. Of course, it's going to get time. It's going to take time to really know how to do it properly, and it's starting to come into really good practice right now with Podolski scoring. That's how I want to score the goals, and you actually will see that. A lot of my goals, when I have the ball around this area, that's how I'm going to try and score the goals. Not really abusing pace. That's not something I'll look to do as Santin comes in and scores another. You got to be careful of these away matches, like I mentioned. But yeah, that's something, like I said, I want to score those passing around the box goals. Leave your comments if you like those goals. If that's something you want me to try, like the Podolski goal, like passing around the box. And again here, if you like to see these kind of goals, well, this was a free kick. But yeah, is that something you want to see the most? Like, what do you want to see the most from career mode? But look at that. Santi Cazorla from the free kick on the 40th minute. To be honest, I'm not very good at free kicks, but when I have a good free kick taker like Cazorla is and a couple others in the game, he's got some nice curve on that. And yeah, I'm good with decent players, but with players that are not really special, yeah, I'm not good. But players can get that curve up and down whip on it. Yeah, I'm pretty good, as you can see there. Honestly, I thought the goalkeeper should have saved that. Just seeing on a couple replays right there, and when I was editing this, I thought, yeah, that should have been saved. You know, the keepers are rubbish in FIFA, and for FIFA 14, they don't look to be improved, so that's really disappointing, especially for videos, because people think you use sliders. That's the main thing. And that's the thing about FIFA. I'm going to have some, like I'll say it now, I'm going to have some victories where I win 3-0 or 4-0, like you saw against Manchester City. And the thing is, when you win by that much, people say, why are you playing on semi-pro when it's obvious I'm still playing on world class, or why do you use sliders? And yeah, it's obvious that I don't use them, but obviously with the bad keepers, people think you do. So it's just something annoying. So I don't really care about it too much, but enough to really mention it. And like for a concern for EA, that it really annoys me that that is the case, because the keepers are so bad and rarely they make good saves. Occasionally you get some good saves in there, but here it's just going to finish a 2-2 result right here. Away, I suppose Champions League fixture away is good, especially we picked up the win already. So yeah, getting away draw isn't bad, and then we can try and get some wins in our home matches, and no doubt we should get to the knockout stages of the Champions League. I'm not sure if we can win it, but who knows. I actually do really good against the better teams. As you see against Man City, we won 3-0. I do better than against the better teams, with a good team already, obviously. Then against like these mid-table teams, like you saw against Southampton, we couldn't really create what we wanted because they played defensive. I think that's the main thing. And when they score, obviously they sit a lot of players back. But the thing is, when you play against a better team, they attack. They don't sit back and anything like that. So that's why I actually prefer, like you see Chelsea, you're going to have to wait and see the result in the next episode, but I actually like playing against better teams. I'm not sure about you, but lower teams, they defend too much and it's hard to score. But that is just me. Next up, a very important match against Chelsea. If we could win that, we could move into the Champions League spots, the top 4, of course. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, in fact, enjoy it. And I'll be back soon with more Arsenal Career Mode episodes.